Hola, yo soy Luis.
Soy Joey.
Y somos el grupo
Loca Pasión. And keep watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Tu mirada angelical, la ternura de tus besos que me dan felicidad. Preciosa, irresistible, como tú no hay otra igual. Y yo siempre te voy a amar por toda una eternidad preciosa. Preciosa, eres bella y linda como flor de primavera. Preciosa, con esa mirada me hace sentir mariposas. Preciosa, eres tú brillante como el sol por mi ventana. Preciosa, la estrella que ilumina mi alma y no me falta nada. Preciosa, eres tan bella como el cielo celestial, como las estrellas que alumbran el vasto mar. Preciosa, incomparable, así eres tú tan especial. Y en tus ojos yo puedo ver lo lindo de tu mirar. Preciosa es tu sonrisa y tu mirada angelical, la ternura de tus besos que me dan felicidad. Preciosa, irresistible, como tú no hay otra igual. Y yo siempre te voy a amar por toda una eternidad preciosa. Como las estrellas que alumbran el vasto mar. Preciosa, incomparable, así eres tú tan especial. Y en tus ojos yo puedo ver lo lindo de tu mirar. Preciosa es tu sonrisa y tu mirada angelical, la ternura de tus besos que me dan felicidad. Preciosa, irresistible, como tú no hay otra igual. Y yo siempre te voy a amar por toda una eternidad preciosa, tan linda y hermosa. Preciosa, como las flores del jardín. Preciosa, bella como una rosa. Preciosa, este amor no tiene fin.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gomez.
Dang, Eddie, I'm super bright over here, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Yes, I said Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, live on this beautiful Thursday evening from an undisclosed location. Well, somewhat undisclosed. I put a picture earlier and everybody knew where I was at. But welcome to tonight's episode. This is something that me and Eddie have been waiting for quite some time. And even before Eddie, I had a conversation with our guest. I don't know, it's been about maybe a year and a half or so. And we talked, and he was, it's like we're in the works of something. And I waited patiently. And you guys have no idea what you're in store for tonight. You really don't. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to do what I do, to be able to be around all these professionals, not only the people in the band, but the people running the sound. Eddie, of course, doing all this stuff. So much work it takes to bring you tonight's show. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you guys to do one thing. The show tonight is absolutely free. Absolutely free. All you have to do is one thing, right? Like, subscribe, and share if you're on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on Facebook on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, Bumper Gomez on Facebook. We share all kinds of Tejano stuff going on, and we try to bring you the best interviews, the best things that we can in La Onda Tejana, right? It's what me and Eddie really love to do. And so, without it's awesome. That's just the way I could say it. Just sitting back and watching what's about to unfold tonight for you guys is just amazing, right? So, I know everybody is packing their bags. What do I wear? Everybody is about to embark on our city, our 210, next week, the start of spring break. Everybody comes down for spring break for Tejano music. I don't know for what reason, but they all come down, right? And there's a lot of things going on in San Antonio, right? Plenty of things. We're going to be talking about one of those things. And it's our very first Bumpers Wacky Wednesday Radio Guys Festival. It's our very first time doing something like this. And our guests tonight, they're on that ticket. All right? So if you're coming from out of town, make sure, we'll talk about it a little bit later. Get your tickets on Ticketmania, I believe. We'll have the flyer and talk about that here in a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, again, if you guys could share tonight would mean a lot to me. All right. Eddie doesn't have the warning ready, but I'm going to let you guys know, right? I need you guys right now to move the table. If you have a kitchen table, a little, what do they call? Help me out. What do they call a table in front of the couch? Coffee table. There you go. Move the coffee table out of the way. Turn your surround sound on. Get ready, right? And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, this is a live show, right? So if something's off a little bit, hey, we'll tweak it, okay? It's a live show. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get, and we thrive off of that, right? This is not recorded. We do this live. So, again, man, welcome to the show. We greatly appreciate it. This is your very first time watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. On behalf of my guests, welcome. We do this every single Wednesday. I know today's Thursday, but it's a special Thursday, right? Enough of all that. We're going to get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and my privilege to give to you guys tonight Ricardo Castillón y La Diferencia.
Nada gano con llorarte si tú ya estás decidida. Yo no puedo retenerte si tú estás convencida que tienes otro amor que ocupa mi lugar y que de mi dolor te importa, que tengo que olvidar lo mucho que te amé y no volver a pronunciar tu nombre. Que tropieza, qué hipocresía. Tú a mi lado pretendías lo mucho que me querías y un tonto que te creía. Que tropieza, qué incertidumbre es vivir con la esperanza por amor o por costumbre. Y ven y calma mi tristeza, Para toda mi raza, los quiero mucho. Para todos mis tejanos all around the world. La diferencia en the house here on Bumpers. Lo más reciente de Ricardo Castillo y su grupo La Diferencia. Nada gano con llorarte si tú ya estás decidida. Yo no puedo retenerte si tú estás convencida que tienes otro amor y ocupa mi lugar, y que de mi dolor te importa, que tengo que olvidar lo mucho que te amé y no volver a pronunciar tu nombre. ¡Qué hipocresía! Tú a mi lado pretendías lo mucho que me querías y yo tonto que te creía. ¡Qué piensa! ¡Qué incertidumbre! Es vivir con la esperanza por amor o por costumbre. Y ven y calma mi tristeza. Ay, amor, todo este tiempo me engañaste. Diles, papá. Nada gano con llorarte si tú ya estás decidida. Yo no puedo retenerte si tú estás convencida que tienes otro amor que ocupa mi lugar y que de mi dolor te importa, que tengo que olvidar lo mucho que te amé y no volver a pronunciar tu nombre. Que te empieza. ¡Qué hipocresía! Tú a mi lado presumías, pretendías que me querías y yo tonto que te creía. ¡Qué tropieza! ¡Qué incertidumbre! Es vivir con la esperanza por amor o por costumbre.
Somebody talk or something. No, hombre, no te crees. Hey, man. Well, you know, this is going to be a little different. I didn't bring my skinny outfit, Ricardo. I didn't bring.
The thing is, you're gonna do some backup vocals here tonight.
Oh, hey, who knows? Who knows? That just might happen, man. But you know, to everybody watching, I told you guys tonight's just super special, man. Super special. Something that's been coming for a long time. You know, and everybody watching, we're getting ready for probably the largest weekend in Tejano music coming up next week, and as everybody embarks here to the 210 in San Antonio. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that comes from outside the United States. Well, people come from outside the United States, right? They do. But for the people that come out from the outside Texas, people that come from out of town, it's just always a good time to see people enjoy our cultura and our music. You know what I mean? I just absolutely, if you ever see me somewhere, if I'm with my wife, I'm dancing sometimes. If I'm not out of breath, right? But if I'm by myself or I'm with Eddie or with some friends, if you see me most of the time, I really like to just enjoy the music. And sometimes, Ricardo, no offense to the band, guys, but I like, in what I do, I like to see the reaction of the crowd. I like to see the people on the dance floor. Can you keep the people on the dance floor? Those are the things that I in what I do, what I look for, right? And let me tell you guys, I saw you guys last Sunday. When were you at Thirsty Horse? Last Sunday, and it was amazing. It was just simply amazing to see you guys. The band was tight. I loved it. I loved every single bit of it, man. And so that's what we're here tonight to show you guys, you know, the diferencia. Ricardo, I don't want to say you left us, but you left us, right? I don't know for how long. And one thing that I when I started seeing you on social media, one thing that just drew me to you was when you would get up in the morning, just so nonchalantly, you just get up and you'd have your cup of coffee and you're talking to the world. Like if we were sitting right there in your coffee room having a cup of coffee with Ricardo Castillon, right? And it would get good, right? You see the coffee like, okay, he's going to talk a little bit, but just wait. He's going to reach for the guitar. He'll reach for it. I promise you. He'll go to the couch and he'll reach for the guitar. And then you had me hooked. I'm like, okay. And you would sit there and you would play these songs that we all grew up with, and you would play them acoustically with the guitar. And I loved it, dude. I loved it. Like that. I was just like, dude, where is this? Like, where can I see this guy live right now? I couldn't. You know what I mean? So tonight, I just want to, you know, with the band, what brought this back, and not that it ever kind of totally went away, but what you have now.
Do I talk in,
You can talk here if you want,
or that?
or that one too. Whichever one you want.
I guess it was the chemistry that we have now, no? Fabian coming into the band, I remember the exact words that he told me. Ricardo, what are you doing, man? Like, I had been in and out, you know, with 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and just not quite going back to the roots of what La Diferencia was all about. And he said, you know how long it takes, Fabian said, for a band to find a certain style of music? It takes them years, and sometimes they never even find it. You have that already. You don't need to do anything, man. You need to go back to your roots. You need to go back to what got you here. People loved it. He said, me growing up, I used to entertain my family in the parties, playing Alguien Especial for my mom and my parents, my
sure.
primos and all that. We loved your music, man. That's what the people want to hear. And he made me, you know, him coming back into the band, he made me believe in who I am as an artist, and gave me that ganas, man. You know, that there for a while I thought I had lost, you know, that, well, maybe I'm not good enough anymore, or maybe, you know, when something comes out, a new pair of jeans, or un saco, un sombrero, everybody follows that trend, right?
Right.
And well, in the music, I thought too, you know, well, la música va cambiando. The music never stays the same. It changes, you know. But he said, well, you don't have to change anything, man. All we need to do is just modernize it a little bit, but keep your sound. Because that's something that you have that a lot of people never find in their whole entire career, and you got it. So let's build around. And he introduced me to a guy from Ohio that he had been working for quite a while in other projects, and he said, I got the right guy, man, the right guy to help us produce this album. His name is Rolando Revilla. And the last album he produced was the one for Jay Bettis, and along with Fabian, they produced that album.
Was that the album that won Album of the Year at the TTMA?
Yes, absolutely.
That album, right?
Last year.
That's awesome, man.
Album of the Year at the TTMA Awards.
Well, congratulations on that, because you had a big part of that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You know, Fabian, a lot of people don't know, like, Fabian is the one who made this happen, right? He's the one that, like, sat down with me one day. He was like, Bump, like, we're going to get Ricardo on the show. And I'm just like, man, well, I had him lined up one time. Where's Nick? Is Nick here? Yeah, he's over there, right? I had him lined up one time, and so, I don't know what happened, but, you know.
I didn't want to come on your show, brother, without giving you something fresh, something new. I wanted something new. I wanted something new for our people.
Yeah.
And I wanted to come on this show and present you something original, something fresh. And I promised you that we would. It took a little while.
No, but we're here. Yeah, we're here, bro. We're here. No, Fabian, you know, I dig the style. I dig everything. I mean, I showed up today, and these guys, all of them, except one, the guy with the coat, he showed up a little bit later. But everybody else here was running running their stuff and doing what they do. And I got to talk to Fabian a little bit. And Fabian, what I'm really impressed with is I got a friend in the band that I've known for many years. Yes. He's just he's a man of God. He is just an awesome guy, right? You guys might know another Ricardo back over here, right here in the back.
Ricky over there.
Your tocayo.
Let's give Ricky a little.
But Rick, hey,
Yeah, there you go.
Ricky used to play with my friend Mike Gonzalez in the Iconics back in the day. But dude, Ricardo, you got this Ricardo looking like he's about 25 years old. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know you can't see, but Ricardo's wearing Vans, homie. He's wearing some Vans in the back, and he's got some cool jeans on. You're looking good back there, Ricardo. You're looking good back there, man. So before we go any further, we're going to start here with the accordion player. I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves.
Javier Garza, accordion player for Diferenzia.
Well, you got a mic, Ricardo.
I got a mic. Ricardo Calderon, guitar player.
You don't have a mic.
Jeremy Espinosa, drums.
That's the Jeremy from Facebook. That guy gets down on Facebook right there.
Fabian Hernandez, saxophone.
All right.
Ross Villalpando, keyboards.
All right.
Jesus Herrera, bass.
All right. One more time. What's your name here, sir?
Ross Villalpando.
Hey, Vato, they gave you a short name to make up for that last name, homie. Oh, man.
That's an original there.
Yeah, that's an original right there. So, you know, before we get into any more music, how did this, Ricardo, how did this come about? How did this band get pieced together? Remember, Mike.
Oh, yes. Well, he had been with me for a while already, and Javi and radio, Jeremy, let me see who else. Ross had been with me years back. He took a little break to raise his kids. Now they're all grown up, so he said he's ready to come back. So that was there for a while. I just couldn't find a keyboard player, man, that would be committed, and things just started. I mean, once this guy came into the band, it's like, okay, serious, man.
So Ricardo, it's you can say that Fabian really motivated you in a sense, maybe of some motivation that you hadn't had in years.
Yes. He made me believe in myself again. There for a while, I got lost a little bit, you know.
I mean, we all do, man. We all do, right? I mean, I think everybody here, the people in the audience, everybody here, it all happens to the best of us, right? And here on Wacky Wednesday, I like to call that one thing. You know what that is? You know what it's called?
Love.
Life.
Life.
You were close.
Yeah.
It's called life. It happens to the best of us, man. You know? But we all grew up with your music, Ricardo. All of us, like, we can hear those songs, and it just takes you back to a time. And I'm sure everybody watching from all over the United States and Mexico, like, let us know in the chat. Like, when you hear a Ricardo Castillon La Diferencia song, what does it take? To me, it takes me back to, like most people, right? When you think of Tejano music, especially the younger generation, it takes me back to my tios cooking barbecue or something like that, right? The smell of fajitas. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it just takes us back to those moments and times that I'll cherish forever for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And I'd like to thank Eddie and Laura.
Yes.
For their great hospitality. Maybe hey, Eddie, you know what we should have done? We should have done like the show in Mexico, ¿cómo se llama? Sagar. And we should have had her rolled out that chacorio, ¿cómo se llama? How do you say that? Help me out.
Charcuterie.
Say it, Fabian.
I don't know. I don't know.
How do you say it? Charcuterie charcuterie board. She made this awesome charcuterie board, and it has she made a rose out of salami, ladies and gentlemen. She made a rose out of salami. I'm not even exaggerating. I saw it with my own eyes. Pretty cool.
I also want to add, later on in the show, we're going to do a segment. Laura has these big, giant, oversized forks and knives. And we're going to do a segment. She's going to actually let me eat off the giant fork.
You're going to eat on the giant fork and the giant spoon.
It's going to be part of the show.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Tonight.
Well,
yes. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate you.
Everybody that's with us, thank you guys so much for joining us. You're in for a great show. I'm here to talk La Diferenzia. We're here to see, what do we have in store, dude? I mean, the new single, that video right there. Guys, I really wish we would have had a camera on these guys when they were watching the video. There was so many ahs and oohs, and it was cool. It was cool to see you guys react to the video. Ricardo, how do you feel when you hear your song or any of your music on the radio?
Well, let me tell you, the song Preciosa was inspired by, I don't know, I was on the couch, and I told my wife, vente para acá, preciosa, ese mi amor para acá. And, I say, preciosa. I just started like that, and it just came together. And my wife inspired that song, and then thinking of my parents, thinking of my mom, my dad, how much my dad loves my mother, it's kind of like that Notebook, the movie, The Notebook.
The Notebook, yeah.
The love hasta la muerte, no? And to my dad, my mom is his preciosa, till death do us part. So I was inspired first by my wife, but then I was thinking also, man, I'm really proud of my dad for the way he is with my mother. Takes care of her, and loves her to death, man. He's like,
and those old school relationships are hard to find nowadays.
Yeah, they don't exist anymore.
Well, don't say they don't exist, because I hope they exist.
Well,
right, but they're not as common. They're not as common as back in the day, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna step off. I'm gonna give Ricardo back the microphone. We're gonna let him go into another song. If you're watching, right? If you're watching, hopefully not a black screen. If you're watching, right, wherever you're watching from, make sure in the comments you let us know where you're watching from, all right? So I'm going to get out of the way. Let these guys get ready. Ricardo Castillón y La Diferencia.
I'll take you guys back to 1995. Aquí les va para todas. Cumbia para toda mi gente bonita. Vámonos, papá. Para todas mis chaparritas del mundo. Siempre que en los bailes cuando estoy cantando, la gente hace una rueda para poderla mirar. Siempre que en los bailes cuando estoy cantando, la gente hace una rueda para poderla mirar. Es una chaparrita, siempre está bailando, parece rilete cuando baila tropical. Es una chaparrita, siempre está bailando, parece rilete cuando baila tropical. Linda chaparrita, parece sirenita, cuando está tus falditas te ves a todo dar. Levantas tu manita, tu cintura delgadita, tus piernitas tan bonitas, lo mueves todo a bailar. Linda chaparrita, parece sirenita, cuando está tus falditas te ves a todo dar. Levantas tu manita, tu cintura delgadita, tus piernitas tan bonitas, lo mueves todo a bailar. Agarren el micrófono que ya no aguanto más, con esta chaparrita yo me quiero ir a bailar. Agarren el micrófono que ya no aguanto más, porque esta chaparrita ya no se debe escapar. ¡Yole! Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. Aquí les va para mis chaparritas de aquí de San Antonio hasta Monterrey, hasta Califa.
Linda chaparrita, parece sirenita. Cuando está tus falditas te ves a todo dar. Le montas tu manita, tu cintura delgadita, tus perritas tan bonitas, lo mueves todo a bailar. Linda chaparrita, parece sirenita. Cuando está tus falditas te ves a todo dar. Le montas tu manita, tu cintura delgadita, tus perritas tan bonitas, lo mueves todo a bailar. Agarren el micrófono que ya no aguanto más. Con esta chaparrita yo me quiero ir a bailar. Agarren el micrófono que ya no aguanto más, porque esta chaparrita ya no se me va a escapar. Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. ¡Eso! Linda chaparrita, parece sirenita. Cuando está tus falditas te ves a todo dar. Levantas tu manita, tu cintura delgadita, tus perritas tan bonitas, lo mueves todo a bailar. Linda chaparrita, parece sirenita. Cuando está tus falditas te ves a todo dar. Levantas tu manita, tu cintura delgadita, tus perritas tan bonitas, lo mueves todo a bailar. Agarren el micrófono que yo no aguanto más. Con esta chaparrita yo me quiero ir a bailar. Agarren el micrófono que yo no aguanto más, porque esta chaparrita ya no se me va a escapar. Esa. Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. ¡Vámonos! Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. Linda, linda chaparrita, todos la quieren mirar. Ese bumper. ¡Vamos, papá! La diferencia. Eso.
Yeah. I feel weird, Ricardo.
No, yo te vi bailando.
I know,
I saw you
but,
dancing,
I
man.
know, but I'm off camera, so that's good. I can finally dance off camera. But the people that they're on the chat. So as
Yes.
you guys are playing, I'm reading the chats, right? So they said we got to face forward, look at the camera. Nobody wants to see Ricardo's back. Okay, guys. Here, I got him. I'm turning him there. You get a good view of Ricardo Castillon right there. There you go.
There you go.
Ricardo, you want to do the
Así, mira.
the Charlie's Angels? Watch out. Yay! No, hombre. I want to give some shout outs to people who are watching, were checking in from Pleasanton, Texas, Sugarland, Texas, from Arizona, from San Diego, California, Plant City, Florida, Ruskin, Florida, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Big Spring, Texas, Andrews, Texas. Man, where else are we? I know there was some more on here. Somebody said, you ever played in Rupert or Idaho?
I must have played there at one time in my life.
I've never heard of Rupert, Idaho. But
Ahí donde la papa, ¿verdad? En Idaho. De allá viene la papa.
That's right. That's where
De allá
the papa
vienen las
comes
French
from,
fries.
Ricardo, one thing that I really noticed as I do Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and here we're almost at 5 years. Come at the end of March, beginning of April, it'll be 5 years
brother.
that we've been doing
Thank you,
Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And we got something big coming for you guys for that as well. But as I've been doing the show and I go to all these places and I follow so many people on social media, and you know what an algorithm is? An algorithm, like if you look up Ricardo Castillon La Diferencia every day, Well, every day you're going to get something from La Diferencia is going to fall on your feed, right? It starts to know who you are. Well, my algorithm is all Tejano. It's all music oriented. Well, one of the things is that I've noticed is that your songs are some of the songs that a lot of karaoke people, a lot of people like to try. The magic word in the sentence is try, right? They like to try to sing your music, right? And there's been some people to pull it off. Earlier today, I don't have the video, but a young lady sent in a video of her son who was doing a tryout, and he had sang one of your songs, right? Really? So my question is, how does Ricardo Castillon feel when you're just scrolling through social media and you see a young man, even a young lady, recreating one of your songs?
That's how we all start, right? We start with con ese sueño, con el sueño de querer cantar, and I just wish them the best, man. Keep on. No te agüites, como decía mi jefito, no te agüites, no bajes la bandera. Keep on trucking.
And speaking of your jefito, right? Here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, we like to take you guys down what I like to call a roller coaster ride. So let's go back to the humble beginnings of Ricardo Castillon.
Those were my happiest times in life. Were those days, man.
You decided to, as a young man, how old were you when you started singing?
I actually participated in all the talent shows in school. I went to FFA, to area, district, and all that, competing in high school, and played in all the talent shows, and
that's how you got started.
Until we started con esas inquietudes de querer empezar un grupo. So we started La Diferencia with the Hermanos Caballeros in Crystal City. Los Hermanos Caballeros, and that's how La Diferencia first started.
Right.
And then we had a break. There was a little studio in Cotula. What was it called, that studio? We recorded one of La Mafia songs, Quiero Quiero, but in a ballad. And
in that studio?
And there was a representative there, the Manny Guerra, Manny's Music there. Mm-hmm. And he said, hey, man, why don't you come out to the studio, to San Antonio, and have a talk with Manny, see if we can get a contract signed. I mean, I guess he liked the way I sing.
Yeah.
So we signed with Manny. That's how we started.
That's how you started.
I think Selena, Shelly Lares, and a lot of the groups started with Manny Guerra.
Manny Guerra is a name embedded into Tejano music, yes. Right? Ricardo, and staying back there, staying when you were younger, how did the name La Diferencia, who came up with that name?
You're not going to believe me. There was a guy in the band. His name was Mando Juarez. Mandito. And he said, I guess, because the idea was that La Diferencia was going to be a band a band that played a little bit of everything. Yes, Tejano, but ballads, because I loved baladas, and as you know, like Antonieta is more of a upbeat
music, yeah.
So, I mean, iba a ser un cantante que me iba a dedicar no nomás a la música tejana, pero a different genres of music. So that's where it started, con la idea de La Diferencia.
Because you were going to be different in everything you did.
I was going to try. I don't know how different I am, but I was going to try.
As I do my homework, I know you guys don't believe that sometimes, but I do my homework, and I dig back, right? I dig back into your past. You had something tragic happen, right? You had something tragic happen, and that was a big part of your band,
Yes, my brother Ramiro Castillon, que en paz descanse, he was part of the band at one time. We actually both signed there with Manny. Some of his songs are there published through Manny and all that, And after when that happened, when my brother, I mean, it's a long story, man. I don't know if I should.
Hey,
tell
we got
it.
all day.
Oh, you got all day.
Yeah, we got
all
day.
night.
We got all night. There you go.
Yeah,
you can sum it up. You can
sum
it up.
Yeah. Well, after that, he was a big part of the band. Both he and I had these dreams of becoming like what Emilio was doing back then. We even used to dress like Emilio. The hats, the cowboy hats.
Y los Wranglers?
También.
Dang it, boy. That's what I'm talking about. And you'd wear them tight, Asina? You'd wear them tight?
Bien apretaditos, papá.
Stranglers. I used to call them stranglers. Y luego, Ricardo?
Well, I mean, we did that for a long time, and then my brother was in an accident, which he passed away. And after that, it was really hard for me to continue doing music. So I quit for a while, and I moved up to San Antonio. And I actually came over here. By then, I had a family already, but I didn't have a job, man. I was broke, you know. I didn't have any money, but I said, well, I left my family behind in La Pryor, and I moved to San Antonio, and I lived out of my car for a while till I found a job.
Really?
And I remember the first day that I went to that I moved to San Antonio, I went to a cleaners. It's called Comic Cleaners, and I said that, hey, I need a job. You know, I said, well, fill out this application. I said, no, I don't want to fill out the application. It's just gonna pile up like all the other applications you got there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that I can do the job if you train me. I said it. I need the job. I have a family. I have a family that I got to take care of. And well, give me your number or whatever, you know. And the following day, I was given a call and said, hey, come in. I mean, I didn't really even fill out an application. They just called me and said, okay, come in. I guess that guy said, man, if he had the guts to tell me that, hey, you know, hire me right here.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
He's going to be a good worker. And I was a pretty good worker, man.
And they hired you?
They hired me.
What'd you have to do inside the dry cleaner?
Planchaba los pantalones, los calzoncillos.
Damn! Hey, Ricardo, do you still iron?
Huh?
You still iron?
I still iron.
Dude, you know.
Do you iron?
Because this is Wacky Wednesday and I'm all over the place. Hey, that's one of my things I love to do. So,
really?
like, yeah.
Te voy a traer toda la ropa mañana.
No. So, like in the morning, before we go, like, before we leave the house, like, everybody piles their clothes on my ironing board.
Oh, because you do enjoy doing that.
Yeah, and so I sit there and I iron everybody's clothes. And then at the end,
Les cobras.
No, I'm running late. So sometimes I leave mine behind. Everybody está bien planchado y yo
Tú bien arrugado.
Hey, but that's how it is sometimes.
Well, anyway, Bumper, at that time I moved to San Antonio, and I knew that I didn't really want nothing to do with the music anymore because I didn't have my brother. But at that time I had been training Joe Benavides on drums, and I taught him the basics. Then he took off on his own, you know, and he was at that time going to a college at ITT in San Antonio, and he kept on bugging me, come on, man, let's start a band, man. Come on, let's get back in there. Your brother would love for you to continue. And he come in and say, well, nah, I don't know if I can do it. I told him, I don't know if I can do it, man. And then one day he told me, he bugged me enough that we said, okay, well, what are we going to do to find musicians? So we started putting un letrero, you know, announcement in all the music stores all over San Antonio, Hermes, and everywhere. And the first guy that came to at that time I was living in Timber Mill Apartments in San Antonio on West Avenue. Okay? And the first guy that came to my door, chiquitito así, no? Miguel Spindola. Do you remember Miguel Spindola?
I don't.
Well, the guy that wrote a lot of
your songs, yeah.
Alguien Especial, Dime Que Sí.
He's the first guy to knock on your door?
Antonieta, he was the first guy that knocked on my door. Wow. And that night we were there, and he was telling me, you know, he played with bands around San Antonio and all that. And I said, well, what else do you play? Well, I write. He said, I write. Oh, really? You write? He started showing me some of his songs, and then that night we started messing around with one song, man, that was the biggest hit, de La Diferenzia. That night we wrote a song together.
The very first night he knocked on your door?
The very first day. That very first day.
Wow.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. God put him in your path that day.
Si Lo Quieres was the song we wrote, man. Can you believe that?
Wow. That's awesome, man.
Huh?
That's awesome. You know what? And this is the reason I love this show is because you guys get to hear stories like this that you would never hear. So now when you hear Si Lo Quieres, you know that Ricardo did that on the first night he met his first band member, right?
Yes.
What year was this, Ricardo?
Well, it was before the Arista days because we got signed to Arista like around 94, 95, somewhere around there.
94,
so it was like
93?
See, I put I.
Somewhere around there.
And
you were still working at the dry cleaners.
And you know what? I worked at the Comic Cleaners during the day, took a little break, and went and worked at Burger King at night till like 1 or 2 in the morning. Got up. I worked day and night, man.
Did you ever sing while you were working?
Man, all the time, man.
Y las señoras at the dry cleaners, cántale otra vez, sing it again. Well, since you brought up Si Lo Quieres, I'm sure a lot of people want to hear that song.
Yeah, they do.
They do. I think a lot of people want to hear that song. Am I gonna mess up y'all's order?
No. There's no order here tonight, buddy.
It's professionals. These are
We're
professionals,
gonna improvise
baby.
tonight.
These are professionals. Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, please like, subscribe, and share. And you haven't shared it, if you're watching on Facebook, you haven't shared it, share it, man. You can make somebody's night tonight. So, all right, get your stuff ready, get your tequila shots ready. Si lo quieres, right here. Ricardo Castillón y La Diferencia.
¿Qué te pasa, mi amor? ¿Por qué estás tan callada? ¿Por qué no me miras a los ojos?
A tus ojos porque lloran. ¿Qué les pasa que no me quieren mirar? Hace tiempo que prefieres estar sola, ocultando lo que quieres confesar. No hace falta que te sientas atrapada, ya no temas en decirme la verdad. Yo sé bien que todo en este mundo acaba, aunque me destruyas el alma, que te vas si lo quieres. Alta y vete, no te detengo, te puedes marchar. Si lo quieres, ya no sufrirás. Busca tu suerte, tu felicidad, mientras yo y te voy a llorar. Cada lágrima, tu rostro estará. ¡Saludos! No hace falta que te sientas atrapada, ya no temas en decirme la verdad. Si lo quieres, ya no sufrirás. Busca tu suerte, tu felicidad, mientras yo te voy a llorar. Y en cada lágrima, tu rostro estará. Ricardo Castillón y La Diferencia, para todo el mundo, con mucho amor, cariño y respeto. Mentiras y te voy a llorar. Y en cada cada lágrima, hey, yeah. Cada lágrima, tu rostro estará.
That was the first song, my brother.
Man, my heart's beating fast right now. Over there. Man, dude, what a freaking song, ladies and gentlemen. I know if you guys are getting the vibes that I'm getting, well, I'm live, so it's a little bit different. But those of you that are watching at home on your TVs, or maybe you're already laying in bed and watching on your phone, right? Doesn't that just take you back? Like I said in the beginning, right? The music just takes you back to a certain time in your life. And Ricardo, you know, for Fabian to come and, in a way, shake you up.
Wake up.
No. Literally, that's what he did. He came and he shook you up. You know, and I said, I don't know, Eddie doesn't like to talk on the mic, but it was maybe a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about La Diferenzia, and I said, you know, that I had talked to you and I'd seen the band live, and I'd seen some other stuff that you guys already had done before. And I was like, hey, man. And again, in no way do I mean to bet they're back. Yes. Ricardo's back, right? And in living color and in todo color, everything about him, he's up there, and you have the charisma, like I'm here. Like, you know what I mean?
You know, Bumper, I haven't felt this way in a long time, man. I feel that to do anything in life, you need a team, and I feel that the team, we got the team now, man. We all get along. Everybody wants to prosper and do good things for La Onda, no, and that's what we're doing, man. We're coming back because our raza, they deserve. I look at all the people that paved the road for a lot of artists.
Yeah,
and not to continue and representing our música, man, it would be terrible, man. Then it would have been what Emilio, Selena, Jimmy, and all them was for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So we got to continue representing our cultura, la música tejana, and that's what we're doing. We're doing it, first of all, like Fabian says, if there's no love, there's nothing. There's got to be love in this world, man.
That's right.
There's no love, there's nothing in this world, man. And we're doing it this time around. We're doing it for the fans. We're doing it for the love of the people, man.
That's awesome, Ricardo, to hear you say that right here and in person. And, you know, and for us, I think we forget that. We forget that a lot of musicians do this for the love. Yes, of course, a lot of them make a living out of it, right? Just like all of us, we all do something to feed our families, right? But at the end of the day, you started this because of the love of music. Ross started because he loves playing probably the piano, right? And just so happened to fall, you know, over here on the keyboards with La Diferenzia. You know what I'm saying? But I really think that as a genre, these are the things that we need to hear from people like Ricardo Castillon. To hear that, to hear like, hey, man, we're here for you guys.
That's right.
Right? Because, you know, if you follow social media, not mentioning no names, but here this week, drama starts on Facebook quick, right? If you follow Facebook, drama can start really quick. Just of something simple, somebody posting maybe how they feel, and people don't like it, they disagree, and it just goes off in this whole thing, right? And so then you get the people that always come on there and be like, well, La Onda Tejana, that's why we are the way we are, and, you know, Envidia, and I agree with you. I do not disagree with you. But instead of adding fuel to the fire, let's change it. Let's change it. If Ricardo can come and say, you know, can get shaken up by Fabian and come back and say, I'm here for you guys, La Diferencia's here. We're going to give you some new music. We're going to bring you back the stuff that you love, right? You're going to see us live. We're going to do great shows. If people are out there doing that, let's do our part as fans to show support, to show love to these bands that are out there every single weekend doing what they do. You know what I mean? We have to do our part. And that goes for everybody watching all over the United States and Mexico, right? I get to, in doing what I do, I've had the privilege of traveling all over the United States, hosting different events, and we get to see the fans and the way they react. right? Here, I like to say sometimes here in San Antonio, we get spoiled. We get spoiled here in San Antonio because we can hear Tejano. We can go see a live band almost any day of the week. If you really look at a calendar, you could probably go find a live band somewhere. So we get spoiled here. But when you go to places like, I love bringing it up because I love going there, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. When I go to the Mexican Fiesta, listen to what I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the Mexican Fiesta in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. When I go, you know, the name Mexican Fiesta throws you off. Well, they're going to have Mexican groups. Yes, they're going to have Mexican groups. They're going to have the top of the line regional Mexican groups. But guess what else they have? They have a whole lineup of Tejanos that have been going there for years, for year after year after year. They continuously find a way to bring you the best in La Onda, what's hitting, and they bring it to the Midwest for people to enjoy. And again, going and doing what I do and seeing the crowd enjoy the music, for me, that's what it's all about, right? It makes all of this worth it. So, Ricardo, you got a guy over here. He's trying to shy away from me. He's really quiet, but I'm going to come over here and talk to him because that's what I do. Come on. So come over here. Come on. Step
Jesse,
over here.
yeah.
Right. So
Jesus.
if you're a fan of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, I always tell people, you know, the coolest guy in the band, is always what Fabian? What do you think the coolest guy in the band is?
The guy that plays the saxophone, man.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say that. But it's always the bass player. For me, right? Because a bass player doesn't need any love. Would you agree?
No, I need a lot of love.
No. What I mean is like the bass player is always kind of like hidden in the back. He's always near the drums, right? Because you guys work in tandem, right? So, but I just love the bass player because the bass player is just like, just leave me alone. You could put a curtain in front of you. They just want to play the bass and jam. Would you agree or disagree?
Oh, yeah. I agree.
You agree?
Yeah.
And where are you from?
Lansing, Michigan.
Another Michigander. Here we go. Right? You heard me talk about the Midwest, and his ears were perking up, right? Again, goes to show you guys, we talk here on Wacky Wednesday all the time, that there is so many people, there is so much great Tejano music that comes from the Midwest. It's unreal. It just goes unnoticed, right? I like to say sometimes it's the out of sight, out of mind kind of deal, right? So how many years have you been here in the great state of Texas?
What time is it? No, I'm just kidding. No, I think 11 years, I think. 11 years, yeah.
And so where do you call home here in Texas?
Austin.
Keeping it weird, huh? All right. Well, you know what? Speaking of Austin, I had the legendary Ruben Ramos on the show a couple of weeks back, and I asked him a question. And we're going to put you on the spot because you're from Austin. Well, Austin likes to talk a lot of shit, right? They do. I know. Andrew's here from Hot Tejano and the Hot Tejano crew, and they got a little Austin vibe. But if you guys don't know, I'm trying to rub off on Andrew, and he's starting to get some of that 210 in him. So we're working on that. So, but Austin likes to claim that they have the best tacos, right? Breakfast tacos. You know, a taco with a flour tortilla for everybody west of, I don't know what town. Yeah, San Angelo. You call it a burrito. Hold on. Hold on. So they say in Austin that you guys have better tacos in San Antonio. But you gig here in San Antonio. You hang out here, right? So
I get in and I get out. I go.
Don't try to avoid this question, bro. Who has the better tacos, Austin or San Antonio?
I don't know.
Taco Bell.
You know, it's.
Are you a vegetarian?
No.
Can I tell him why he doesn't know? I know exactly why he doesn't know. Because he wakes up at 3 p.m. every day.
Oh.
It's funny you brought up Ruben Ramos. I played bass with Ruben Ramos for about 8 years.
So you would know about tacos then?
No.
It's a lunch taco. We're talking about a lunch taco.
Lunch tacos, maybe.
You're not going to pick a city?
No, I'm not.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick a city for you. San Antonio has a better tacos. 512. I don't care what you say, but we got better tacos. And you want me to prove it to you? Look at the camera this way. I'm living proof, baby. I didn't show up in San Antonio like this. San Antonio made me, right? They made me like. I showed up when I was 21, and I made the O. So now we're 2-1-0. It's a joke. Hey, no drum. No, come on. No, they all late. He's late. No.
That's a good one.
You know, Ricardo, also, you know, going back to the band and La Diferencia, over the years, brother, you played in many places. And you played for huge crowds. And you probably played for some small crowds.
Oh, definitely, man.
Right? Is there ever a time, you know, for the people watching, is there ever a time, or do you still get nervous before you go on stage?
I was nervous here. Like I had butterflies before.
For Wacky Wednesday?
Yeah, it's like performing in front of the camera, man. I still get
Danny,
nervous.
you get butterflies when you see me, Danny? We got Danny from Los Musicales here.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's because of me, though. It's because he sees me and he gets butterflies, bro.
Okay.
That's what it is right there.
Mi corazón hace pum, pum.
Did you get that? Okay, you got that. All right. No, you know, and La Diferencia is just one of those bands, again, that I think just people love because they can dance to it, right? And also, you take us on that roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
You got some of them slow songs. You got some of them upbeat cumbia songs, right? And I think everybody just loves it. We can do that. We can go somewhere and we can sweat our butts around, right? And then you're going to slow it down and hit us.
A little break.
Yeah, and then it's tequila shots for everybody.
There you go.
Right? Did we bring tequila tonight or no, Eddie? No tequila. Oh, we have some tequila in the house. Do you drink tequila, Ricardo?
Yeah, but I normally don't drink when I sing.
Okay.
But when we're done here,
we're going to drink.
we're going to drink a little.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to see Ricardo do a shot with Bumper tonight because he does. This is business right here. Right? He's trying to get the butterflies out. Ricardo, what do you think of La Onda now? Since you were here with us in the late 80s, the 90s, right? As people like to say, when Tejano was just booming, you were in the middle of all that, bro.
That's when we used to have record labels. Now everybody, now La Onda, man, you're your own record label.
You're on your own.
You do your own promotion, you do your own everything, and that's with every genre of music, man. So
You think it's a lot harder now than it was back then?
It was really hard for me to get used to that. To go out there and promote myself and ponerle gorro a la gente on social media, right? Sometimes I feel like, I don't know, I sometimes feel like some people do get on there a lot. I don't know si les ponen gorro a la gente o no.
Uh-huh.
Pero I like for them to miss me a little bit, you know, like no todo el tiempo estar ahí.
Oh, I got you.
Know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is there's some artists that are on their everyday life. We're not going to mention no names.
We're not going to mention
but
any names.
There's some artists that are on their everyday life. Well, I try not to go on live every day. Eddie doesn't let me. He gives me so many times a week, and that's all I can do.
I think once a week. I mean,
we do Wacky Wednesday once a week. I think some people hit me up. They want us to do like 2 or 3 shows a week. Shit, ain't no way we could do 2 or 3. My wife would leave my ass right now. We did 2 to 3 shows, 2 to 3 shows a week, man. The drummer.
Yeah, he's quiet back there. Yeah, get him to say something.
He does. This guy right here is a very social media. He's very social media friendly, brother.
Tell him how you feel, buddy. Tell him how you feel, man.
How long you been with Ricardo?
I've been back with Ricardo going on 2 years now. I used to play with him back in 2010, 2011. I was with him for a few years and then got back with him about 2 years ago. Went to go see him at one of his shows and talked to Nick, who is our road manager, and talked to Ricardo and started, reminiscing about the old times. And like, hey, you want to come on board again? I was like, I'll think about it, man. I was going through a little tough time as myself, and started talking. And by the time you knew it, it's like, hey, let's do it. So here we are again,
That's right.
Eddie, cada vez you chime in, bro, you're supposed to help. Puro vibe, bato, que bo. Hombre, no te crees. Hey, man, so talk to me about this drum, this bass drum head right here. This, what do y'all call it? The drum, the kick drum, right? I just saw you posted about this the other day, right?
Yes, sir. We got a lot in the mail, like last week, right, Fabian? Yep, that's the man with the plan. He helped me get that through the mail, and man, we got it. Finally got it on there, man. I'm so happy about it. It looks great.
Took him about 4 of them. We had to order about 4 of them in order to get it right.
Let's not talk about that sticker.
Because every time, we're like, all right, let's do it. All right, we did it. We tore the Z. All right, let's take it off. Then we tore the I. Then we tore the A. And then finally, the last time, all of us got in on it. and we finally got it right.
Well, it looks awesome, man. It really does. It really does pop out. And you know what's crazy is the Z, right? The Z in Tejano music is so strong, right? Like I see Russell, he's got a Z on his hat. Like,
well, you know
Z,
what's crazy is you know so I have to say as far as like a lot of the graphics and stuff, actually, you know, all the graphics that we've been doing lately, I've been designing myself. And when I was conceptualizing everything, when I first started talking to Ricardo about, hey, dude, let's bring back the original band, you know, the look of the band, the songs, the music, the vibe, even we were looking at the original logo, and I told him, hey, dude, wouldn't it be cool to like even bring back the original, you know, with the big Z and everything, you know, and me and Rolando and Ricardo had talked about it, and we're like, dude, let me just see what I can come up with, and that's what we came up with, and that's what we're like, dude, that's like the 2024, 25 version of you know, the original, the 1994, 1995, you know, because that original album, to take it back for me, as a saxophonist, we used to set up tiki torches around my aunt's house, and me and my cousin used to, you know, I used to play Dime Que Si and all the songs when I was first. I mean, this man was my first influence on saxophone. The very first thing that I had ever learned, saxophone, Tejano, period, in my entire like life, period, was Ricardo. So, you know, it's such a genuine thing for me to be here, to be working with the band, like he was saying earlier. We have such a great team. Like, we all get along, we all joke, we laugh, you know, we fight for each other, and that's kind of what a team, you know, needs to be.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and it's been a beautiful thing. You know, we call rehearsals. We get together, we rehearse, whether it's at 9 a.m. Some, you know.
Oh, because that's when he's awake.
Yeah.
Or he's asleep.
Yeah, but
wow.
You know, we yeah, he says yeah but a lot, and so now we've been saying yeah but.
I see that the next T-shirt. Yeah, but.
One day it'll make a T-shirt. We'll make a T-shirt for him.
No,
we love him.
it's really cool. And you know, to Ricardo and you guys, to see you guys dress up. We talk about that before on Wacky Wednesday, right? To see all the people. Sometimes you go to a band, and it's like, you know, and no offense to anybody, if that's your style, that's your style. But I think people really like the uniformity look, right? They like that. They like that stuff. And here recently, man, I've seen some productions. You know, people are getting pretty wild with the productions, and that's the stuff that you guys used to do way back in the day, right? I think people really got away from that, and they kind of just went to, hey, let me stand in front of my mic, let me play and there's nothing wrong with that. So there's some people that can get away with it, right? George Strait's done it for years and years. Marcos Orozco, the Mexican George Strait. Like, have you ever seen Marcos' stage plot? You never seen it? He's got a yellow footprint here and a right footprint here. And that's it. He doesn't move because he don't have to, right? He just sings. Right? He doesn't have to move around. But I'm here to tell you guys, man, like what you guys are doing, this right here, when I seen you guys start again, I was like, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. It looks nice. People like it. We got some people out in the. What do you guys think? Do you guys like to go and see a band that's uniformed and stuff like that, or no? Well, y'all can be loud. You got to be loud. Nobody can hear y'all over there. Yes or no? Okay. We get a yeah.
Yeah, but.
No. It looks good, man. It looks good. You know, to everybody watching from all over the United States, really tonight, I told Ricardo before we started the show, and I told the band, you know, at the end of the day, this show's about not Bumper Gomez. It's about Tejano music, and it's about Ricardo Castillon and La Diferencia. It's about showing you guys the years and years of hard work, your labor, your love, and now you're piecing it all back together, and we're ready for you, dude.
Thank you, brother.
As La Onda, we are ready for you, dude. We are ready for you. Love it. So we'll take another. We'll do one more song before we take. We'll We'll come back and talk a little bit, do a little commercials for you guys. But right here, ladies and gentlemen, Ricardo Castillón y La Diferencia.
Esa es mi raza bonita. Diera la oportunidad de besar tu boca. Si yo pudiera despertar en ti lo que te provoca, si yo pudiera hacer que junto a mí y te vuelvas loca, ya no podrías escapar de mí, ya no podrías escapar de mí. Tan solo dame la oportunidad, dime que sí. ¡Eso! Si yo pudiera acariciar tu piel, acariciarte toda, y hacer que pierdas el control de ti y quitar tu ropa, sería imposible para ti evitar y volverte loca. Ya no podrías escapar de mí, ya no podrías escapar de mí. Tan solo dame la oportunidad, dime que sí. Sería imposible para ti evitar y volverte loca. Ya no podrías escapar de mí, y ya no podrías escapar de mí. Dame la oportunidad, dime que sí. ¡Ay, amor! Diferencia con bumpers. Eso. So I put Mr. G-Man on the mixer, mixing it up. Otra, back to 1995. Here we go. Si mis manos acarician tu cuerpo, no me culpes a mí. Si mi boca solo buscan tus besos, no me culpes a mí. Si al hablarte digo que te deseo, no me culpes a mí. Si al mirarte solo miro tu cuerpo, no me culpes a mí. Y es que vivo en un fuego donde tú eres la hoguera que me enciende y me deja ardiendo de pasión. ¿Y cómo puedo evitarlo si al tocarte me quema? Se desbordan mis penas arde mi alma de pasión. Estoy preso en tus llamas y desesperan mis ganas de tenerte en mi cama y compartir tu calor. No te me vas a escapar esta noche. Y es que vivo en un fuego donde tú eres la hoguera y que me enciende y me deja ardiendo de ansiedad. ¿Y cómo puedo evitarlo si al tocarte me quema, se desbordan mis penas, arde mi alma de pasión? Estoy preso en tus llamas y desesperan mis ganas y de tenerte en mi cama y compartir tu calor. No te me escapas, mi amor.
How do you come on
Boy.
after that, vato?
Yeah.
Woo! Wee!
That was that's la diferencia all the way, buddy.
Man. And you know what?
Recuerdos del 95.
That's it. In the comments right now, people are like, that's what I'm talking about. I see un saludo to my good friend Vert Ibarra from Grupo Completo, from the Florida area right there, Immokalee, Fort Myers, that area right there. Un saludo to those guys. And he was like, LFG. You know what LFG stands for?
Yeah.
That's what it stands for right there. Yeah, exactly what Fabian just said in your ear.
You know all those abbreviations?
That's
I don't know that.
That's what it stands for. So he was like,
I haven't been out in the
LFG,
world that long. That's why.
and to see a musician say LFG and people are pumped up. Ricardo, I know tonight you're gonna lay in bed, you're gonna watch the show again. Look at the comments, brother. People are just so ecstatic about you guys right here, right now on the show, and they're excited to see you guys.
Well, we knew that coming on your show, I promised you we had to do something special, man. Ya era mucho pedo, como dicen, no. When are you going to come on the show? Well, wait,
Yep.
Bumper, we want to do something really special for you, man.
Yes, sir. No, and it couldn't get no more special than this, man. You know, and speaking of listening to La Diferencia, watching them live, ladies and gentlemen, next weekend, as the world embarks on San Antonio for all the great Tejano music all over the city, you can find La Diferencia with us, with Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, first annual Radio Guys Tejano Weekend at the brand new Rodeo Event Center. Have you been in there yet?
No.
So, Ricardo, let me tell you, this place is super, super nice. The dance floor is humongous. The VIP is humongous. The bars are as far as you can see. The bathrooms are new. Everything in there is brand new, right? Shout out to the owners of Rodeo. They did an outstanding job, you know, bringing that place up from what it was. I think it used to be called the Grand or something like that. It's not the Grand, the one now it's behind there. It's a little further on down on Marbach and 410. So Wacky Wednesday, Radio Guys Tejano Weekend. Wacky Wednesday's teaming up with the Radio Guys podcast. If you don't know who that is, Johnny Ramirez and Miko, they have a podcast as well. Johnny Ramirez, a world-renowned radio DJ in La Onda Tejana. We've all teamed up together to bring you 2 days of amazing, listen to me, amazing, top-of-the-line Tejano and Conjunto music, man. Right? Friday, March 14th, the godfather of Tejano music, Mr. David Lee Garza y los Musicales.
Yeah, much respect, man.
Right? And then, right before that, they're going to have a little chaparrito. It's about this big, but that vato's full of energy, man.
Yes.
If you guys have never seen Eric y Grupo Masore, make sure you guys come out Friday night because that dude puts on an amazing, amazing show. And then going back to another pillar of La Onda Tejana, David Farias y La Tropa F. They're going to be in the house Friday night.
All right, Los Orgullos San Antonio, seguro que
Right?
sí.
And then we're going to take you down to the 956 by way of 210. One of the hottest conjuntos right now. They've been around for many years. I get it. But they've been really kicking ass the last 2 years. My homies, the Delta Boys, are going to be in the building as well. Friday, March 14th. You can get your tickets at eventmania.com. People have been calling me, how do I get tickets? How do I get VIP tables? You just go to Eventmania. You type in the Tejano Weekend. You'll see this poster there. You can get your tickets. You can get, I'm drinking beer behind there. You can't see me. You can get your tickets and you can get your VIP tables. You can get everything on eventmania.com. Bumper, can you buy tickets at the door? Yes, we can, but we would really like for you to use Eventmania and get your tickets now and get your VIP tickets. I don't want you guys to show up and be like, man, there's no more tables. Well, you should have bought them online, right?
That's right.
So again, Friday, March 14th, Los Musicales, Eric y Masore, La Tropa F, and of course the homies, the Delta Boys, are going to be there. And then let's talk about Saturday, March 15th, celebrating 45 years in La Onda Tejana. The most wanted man, Ram the Man Herrera, is going to be there with us in the Outlaw Band.
All right.
They'll be there. And then our good friends, speaking of Z's earlier, Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics are also going to grace us with their presence. And there he is, the one and only Mr. Ricardo Castillon. Y La Diferenzia is going to be there.
Right.
All right.
Super excited. Super excited.
And then another conjunto that is just come across, and where's Rich? I know Rich is here somewhere. He's a big Arcos fan. And they've been telling me about this band, Ricardo, for a long time. It's like, okay, I'll check them out. Bro, when I checked them out, these dudes just took my breath away, right? They jam. So, Los Arcos Hermanos Peña, I'll say that again. Los Arcos Hermanos Peña, all the way from West Texas, from Dimmitt, Texas. They're going to be making their way to the 210 to also be with us on Saturday, March 15th at the Tejano Weekend, the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday and Radio Guys Tejano Weekend. You're not going to want to miss it. Get your tickets at eventmania.com. That's eventmania.com. All this you're hearing now, you get to hear it live and in person with a little bit of. We have cold drinks there. We got some cold drinks there. So we hope to see everybody out there at Eventmania at the Tejano Weekend. Make sure you get your tickets at eventmania.com. What else we got, Eddie? And Cuaresma just started yesterday, right? Wednesday. So for all you hardcore Catholics out there like me, tomorrow we can't eat meat. Right, we can't eat meat. So if you're in San Antonio,
Puro pescado.
Puro pescado, dude. So, ladies, if you're not Catholic, do not go to Long John Silver's. Do not go to anywhere they sell ceviche, all that. It's going to be packed. Yeah, don't show up. It's going to be packed tomorrow. But if you want to beat the lines, right? And you want to get yourself an amazing fish po' boy or a fish plate. You can hit up Blessed Sacrament School right there on San Pedro and Oblate, right? March 28th from 5 to 8 o'clock, right? From 5 to 8, they're going to be serving $10 a ticket. We'll get you a fish plate for everybody celebrating Lent. Make sure you guys go out there and show support to Blessed Sacrament. We would greatly appreciate it. So don't forget, March 28th, 5 to 8, $10 a ticket, get all the fish you can eat.
Do they Uber?
Uber Eats, I don't know if they do Uber Eats. What else we got, Eddie?
Looking to purchase your dream home or what to sell your existing home? Call our friend Ricky Ray, the realtor, at 956-424-5724. He will help you get approved. No credit, low credit, no problem. So give him a call today at 956-424-5724.
Hey guys, it's Leo Correa with Grupo La Calma and Internet and Marketing Manager here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. Our General Manager, Mr. Anthony Patterson, a huge fan of Tejano music. So we are proud to announce that we are proud sponsors of the Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Every Wednesday, guys, if you know anyone, family member, friends, that is in the market right now, make sure you come by and visit us here at Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center in Odessa, Texas. You can visit us online, www.ronhoover.com. If you're in the market for a fifth wheel, we have boats, C classes, A classes. We have travel trailers, everything that you need to make memories with your family. Come by over here. We're located at 1529 East 2nd Street. 1529 East 2nd Street here in Odessa, Texas, or give me a call. Our cell phone number is 210-906-3796. We're here for you guys, and come by and see why everyone's talking about Ron Hoover of Odessa, Texas, your West Texas. Yes, guys. Vámonos.
Blue Agave Travel proudly presents Tejanos in Paradise 2026. No passport required, selling out of the Port of Galveston with a full-service casino, dancing, and more. February 1st through the 7th on Carnival Cruise Ship Dream. Register today, 512-375-5711, or go to TejanosInParadise.com.
Are you a disabled veteran unsure if you're receiving all the benefits you deserve? Contact Just for Veterans, Coach Retired Sergeant Major United States Marine Corps, Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. With a deep passion for serving veterans from all branches, he specializes in VA ratings to ensure you receive what you've earned for serving our nation. At Just for Veterans, getting your disability claim processed is now straightforward, thanks to our veteran design system. Don't delay. Book your consultation today with Oscar Ronellis at 951-388-4072. Remember to mention you've seen this ad on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Just for Veterans, if you don't win your claim, you don't owe us anything. Your benefits matter, and we're here to help.
Lleva tu música al siguiente nivel con bajos sextos M3, bajos sextos y bajo quintos, 100% profesionales, hechos a mano con la mejor calidad, perfectos para cubrir todas tus necesidades musicales y a precios accesibles. Llama ahora al 2102-041903 o búscalos en Facebook e Instagram. Bajo Sextos M3. La música comienza aquí.
Imagine a porch that protects itself, a door that locks on its own. Imagine being in two places at once, lights that work like magic. Imagine what you could do in a home like that. Now, stop imagining. Call Laura Hernandez at 210-262-8402 to start protecting your family and home with Vivint today.
¿Qué me hubiera gustado saber antes de comenzar mi proceso de inmigración? Que con Villa Immigration Lawyers no estás solo. En Villa creemos en un servicio de inmigración diferente. No somos solo abogados, somos tus compañeros en este viaje hacia tu nuevo hogar. Llámale al attorney René Sarazúa al 210-97-910-18. En Villa eres parte de nuestra comunidad y de la familia Villa. Estamos aquí para apoyarte en cada paso del camino. Con Villa Immigration Lawyers, no estás solo. Comencemos este viaje juntos y hagamos de Estados Unidos tu nuevo hogar.
Hola, ¿qué tal mis amigos? Les saluda aquí su amigo Tony Tigre Sainz. Nada más para para avisarles que ya en mayo con Midwest Conjunto Promotion en Chicago, Illinois, para que no se lo van a perder, de Chicago, Illinois, only bro.
Como nunca quise ayer, y que el mundo sepa que mi corazón pertenece a ti. Te amo a ti, mujer.
All right, we're back. Oh, how did that happen? You scared me, Eddie. All right, we're back live here at an undisclosed location. Everybody, welcome to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. I'd like to thank all those guys, all those commercials you guys see. Those guys support Tejano music, right? They support Tejano music. So if you guys need any of their services, make sure you guys go out there and show them some love. Well, we got a brand new sponsor right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and they're sponsoring, right? They're sponsoring our not brand new, because we've been doing it for a while, right? Jam and G from Pleasanton, Texas. I probably got the town wrong, but we're gonna get it right. He's sponsoring a new segment we call "What's Bumper Bumpin'," right? So make sure you hit up Jam and G for all your DJ needs. 830-281-0538. I probably read that wrong, but the number's there on the bottom corner. Make sure you guys, if you guys are looking for a DJ, hit him up. He'll take care of you, and he's sponsoring this week's What's Bumper Bumpin'.
It's time to check out What's Bumper Bumping.
No vale la pena lo que tú me quieres, porque es muy poquito. Eso no me llena, no me es suficiente, quiero otro tantito. No vale la pena tus distantes citas, casi no te veo. La intención es buena, nadie te lo quita, pero más yo quiero.
What's Bumper Bumping?
Nunca pudimos entendernos tú y yo. Quizás sí era importante que yo nací mucho antes. Duele que mi presencia nunca te llenó y que vendrá alguien mejor que yo adelante. Nunca pudimos entendernos tú y yo. Quizás sí era importante que yo nací mucho antes. Sé que es más fácil para ti despegarse de mí, pero que sigue de aquí. Cuando me recuerdes te vas a arrepentir.
What's Bumper Bumping?
Quiero verte una vez más, solo tú puedes curar este mal que llevo dentro. Necesito tu calor para cubrir mi corazón. Ya no puedo sin tu amor.
And that is this week's What's Bumper Bumping.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. What's Bumper Bumping? You guys can look forward to that every single week. We put 3 or 4 songs out there for you guys to go out there and check out and show them some love to these new Tejano artists, existing Tejano artists, you know, just some new music that's out there for you guys to go out there and check out. And speaking of new music, right? Fabian, hey, you got the microphone. You ready? You ready, right? This is your baby right here. If you guys didn't know, this is Ricardo Castillon, La Diferenzia. But we're here with Fabian. Fabian, brand new album, right? New producer out of Michigan.
Yep.
Tell us about the album.
Okay, so interesting story on how this all came together. As Ricardo was telling you earlier, we were all kind of down and out on our feelings. Me and Rolando had just finished producing the J Pettis, album of the year, and we were kind of left wayside. I got fired from the band, and Rolando.
Hey, we don't do drama on Wacky
there was
Wednesday.
lots of drama there. Anyway, and I never found out why. I was never given a reason. But at the end of the day, I was kind of at a crossroads with music. Didn't know if I wanted to play. We were all depressed. Me and Rolando, good friend of mine from, Ohio. And one day I got a phone call from Ricardo. Actually, I played a gig with Javi. We did a private party together, and I didn't know Javi too well. And Javi, me and Javi kind of, hit it off, and I was like, dude, if there's one guy that I would ever work for, that I would ever play for, that I never got to play for, because I've done the whole Tejano thing, got Grammys in this industry, traveled all over the world. I did the blues industry for 10 years, and, and I came back to it, had a back surgery, almost died from it, came back, and, and I was in this situation, and I told Javi, I said, hey, if there's ever one guy that I would ever love to work for, it would be Ricardo. And so here we are, after we had all the success, and then we had this just, we ended up in this horrible situation, and all of a sudden he appears, and it was like an immediate fire got lit on my ass. Like, hey, he asked me, hey, dude, I love, will you join my band? And from there, we got to know each other. We shared a lot in common. Both me and him shared so many things about our mental health, our love for music, where we came from. Same thing with all the guys in the band. And I said, hey, I got to introduce you to a good friend of mine, because this whole thing with creating records takes a team of people.
No, for sure, man. For sure.
There has to be brains. There has to be producers. There has to be someone who doesn't just see the, or hear the audio part of it, but visually, So we all have to put it all together, and the team, the guys. The band has to make sacrifices so that we all get together. We rehearse. We get the band tight. So I told Ricardo, hey, you got to meet a good friend of mine, because we work really great together. And his name's Rolando Revilla. And we just started working.
Shout out to Rolando.
Yes,
there
he's waiting. He's waiting to come online with us. But
Eddie,
before
did we get him a link?
Yes, there he is. There he is. He's waiting. It's way past his bedtime.
Hey, dude, we don't have producer of the year for nothing, dog. Eddie makes it happen, bro. Ask and you shall receive.
There
right
you
there.
go, baby.
Rolando, I know you're an awesome producer, but we got to, never mind. I'm not going to say. We got to work on his internet. No te crees. No
Is
te crees.
his internet
right?
good?
Oh,
Can
hey,
you
and he's
hear
sporting,
us?
hey, he's sporting like Motivo. He's sporting that T-shirt right there. We see the plug. We see the plug. We see the plug. Welcome to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir. So how cold is it where you're at right now?
It's probably about 40s right now, maybe.
Oh, we're colder here in San Antonio. Where's that Michigander at talking about you don't know cold? Come on, dog. We're colder right here in the back in Live Oak over here.
Jesus calling you out, man.
No, man. So great job on the album, brother. Great job on the album. It really, Ricardo's voice on this album is just, it's amazing, brother. Can you, real quick, can you tell us how you felt when you got the phone call that said, hey, man, Ricardo Castillon wants to work with you? How'd that make you feel, bro?
Well, here's the thing, is that it didn't go down like that. It went down like this. Fabio was like, listen, Ricardo's not one to open up to new people. We need to show him what you can do. We need to have him send you original material, put some arrangements together, and then show him what you can do in order for him to be able to trust your work. And so right off the bat, man, we just kind of like connected with each other. The arrangements just started flowing out. I was just listening to a lot of La Diferencia at that time. You know, one thing about being from the Midwest, you know, Jesse on bass too, also being from the Midwest. One stigma that we always have is that we're never as Tejano as our Texas counterparts because we're from the Midwest. Well, I've made it my whole life's passion to figure out why that is. And so I've nerded out so much about Tejano music that I can tell you the difference between Ricardo and Jay and David Lee and anybody. And so when it's time to do a Diferencia album, it's time to completely immerse ourselves into La Diferencia, what it was. And so all those arrangements, they have little Easter eggs from stuff from the past, arrangements that are new, that are reminiscent of things from the past. So it's a little bit of nostalgia, but it's also a lot of animo, a lot of new like pep.
Well, you can definitely hear it in the album, man. You know, the single that we started with, like, again, I just think that he did an outstanding job highlighting your voice and your vocals, and to me, La Diferencia, that's what it like. Guys, don't kick my ass, all right, the band, but the vocals always stand out to me, right? Anytime I heard a Diferencia song, it was always Ricardo's vocals. They just pop out. You know what I mean? It just pops out. And you did an amazing job with this album, brother. It's super awesome. And what's really amazing, you know, for the Tejano fans watching, this guy is in Michigan. I'm not gonna say where all these guys
I'm
live.
originally from Michigan. I'm actually in Ohio.
Okay. Oh.
But we're basically right there on the border.
So, are you a Wolverine or a Buckeye? Be careful
Man,
how you answer
I'm
that.
a proud Wolverine. I'm originally from Michigan.
Okay,
my wife,
cool.
though, we're house divided. My wife, she's a Buckeye. So, but we really don't get into sports that much. So we're a house divided, but it's not that big a deal.
It's all good. It's all good.
Don't mess with our Tejano music.
But
we're okay.
Here's, you know, like I was going for the fans, right? You got this producer that's in Michigan. And, you know, to a typical music fan, how does that work? How does a guy from Michigan produce an album for guys that are here in Texas? Technology. Exactly. Technology. So you would be amazed on how many people write music, put music, or, you know, what I love to see is sometimes like Fabian, a band calls you from New York, says, I need you to cover this part of the sax for you. And you go to somebody's studio or you do it yourself, you record it, you send them the track. They put it into the song, and next thing you know, that you just have this magic thing, like if he was right there recording it all together. Technology is just freaking amazing, man.
You know what's crazy is I'm part of this infrastructure, and like, man, it's interesting because, like, dude, I've done work for like Nintendo, I've done work for like, you know, Sony, for you know, Epic, you know, just major record labels, and I'm sitting there in you know, my garage, and then I have a recording studio back home, and that's how we did this whole record. Like me and Rolando, basically, we what's funny about everything, if y'all would really want to know how the album was mixed, we mixed the entire album. You want to tell them, Rolando? How the album was mixed?
So that's what I was going to say, is that we streaming live high-res audio out of my studio into Ricardo's truck, because that's where Ricardo was used to hearing music, and so he knew what everything sounded like, and so we were getting real-time feedback. He was getting a stream into his truck from our studio, and we were mixing that way.
Wow, well, damn, what kind of sound system do you have in this truck, bro? Wow, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, Rolando, you know, thank you so much, man, for joining us tonight. It's super awesome to have you, and I'm sure we'll run into each other in the Midwest. I do frequent trips to the Midwest throughout the year, and I'm sure I'll run into you. And shout out to the homies from Grupo Motivo right there. I see you sporting the shirt, right? Shout out to everybody watching from the Midwest. Rolando, cheers to you, brother, for a great album, man. You did an amazing job, brother.
Thank you. Quick shout out going out to my wife and my son. Thank you for allowing me to do this on our night off. So
peace, brother. Thank you. Hey, Eddie, can you keep that camera like that? I mean, I look skinny, dude. Check it out, bro. What's up? Oh, man, we're back to normal. No, we're back to normal. I like that other angle, Eddie. No, man. You know what? I know we've been talking for a while. And I want to keep the people kind of moving. We're gonna talk some more about song selection and stuff like that. You want to jam another one? Yeah, let's do it. All right. For everybody watching, man, we told you you're gonna be in for a treat. Ricardo Castillón y La Diferencia.
Tu mirada me fascina. Es tan bella y diferente. Es tan clara y cristalina. Y como el agua de una fuente. Tu cabello es tan hermoso porque brilla más que el sol. Y él me dijo: estoy furioso porque es más lindo que yo. Las flores se encelaron cuando te vieron pasar. Murmuraba el día a tu lado. Nadie las podría mirar. Y las aves ya no cantan. ¿Y por qué quieren escuchar? Si es verdad que cuando tú hablas es más bello que un cantar. ¡Ay, bien! Ya no cantan porque quieren escuchar. Si es verdad que cuando tú tú hablas es más bello que un cantar con lo bello de la vida. No te puedo comparar, porque tú eres más bonita. Hey, hey, hey. Tú eres alguien especial.
Hey, don't get so quiet, man. Golly, that was a great song right there. You know, we were talking about new music, the new album, and I can't say this enough, ladies and gentlemen. What you're listening to tonight is live. This is live. This is uncut. It's unscripted. It's not mastered. It's live. And the reason I say that, I want you guys to stop and think about something for just a quick second. You know, for people to do stuff live and for it to sound the way it sounds right now, dude, it's outstanding, right? Well, the reason it sounds the way it does is because sometimes it's the guys that go unnoticed, right? It's the guys who, they're the first ones there, and they're the last ones to leave, right? They're the first ones there, and they're the last ones to leave. And, you know, I have a very, he's part of my family, man. I've known him for years. He never gave me the cold shoulder, like, who the hell are you? Where did you come from? He literally, from the very first time I met him, he opened me with open arms, and yeah, he did. But no, man, he's just got a big heart. And ladies, let me tell you, anytime I've ever needed him, whether he could be there or not, he made it happen. He would make sure that I was taken care of, and I made it happen. And I really want to let you guys know the reason it sounds so amazing is because of my man, who's also a sponsor of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. So if you need the same sound for a quince, for a wedding, for anything like that, Soundwave Productions audio and lighting. Watch out, Eddie. You made a new logo y la chica. Hey, you got to get rid of that old one, G. Eddie's got you, baby. Right there, right? So hit up my boy G-Man, Soundwave Productions. His all his information is down there in the bottom corner. He'll make you sound like $1 million. So one more time, band guys here, if we can give G-Man and Rich, just thank you guys so much, man. It sounds amazing.
Thank you so much, G.
I love to go to the comments and people are like, hey, I can hear the accordion. Or I can't. Hey, calm down, bro. Me and Eddie aren't sound guys, bro. We're trying to do, get through the show. But thank you, G. Appreciate you, man. Really, really do from the bottom of my heart, man. From Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Gracias, brother. Thank you. See, everybody knows. Un saludo to Lucky Joe. Un saludo to all the freaking artists that watch. I really love to see artists come on here and show love. Not only artists, but people in the industry. You know, a guy that I've been getting to know really well here lately in the last few months is becoming a good friend of mine, Mr. Andrew Polido. I want to give Andrew Polido and all of the Hot Tejano crew a big shout out and a thank you for supporting Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, helping me however he can. He's been helping me. So I want to give a shout out to him. I want to give a shout out to Tejano Man, and of course to my morning show that I've been jamming for the last few months. If you guys ain't checking them out, check out El Tío and La Tía in the morning, Suavecito and Sunflowers on Hot Tejano. So make sure you guys download the app, Hot Tejano app. They play everything. They play the new, the in-between, the old, and even some shit you never even heard of. right? So, Andrew, thank you, man. Thank you for supporting Wacky Wednesday. I really appreciate that. And before we get into a little bit more music and we kind of start winding down, there's a guy that's been with Ricardo for many years. Many, many years. He's not a man of many words, but he's been with him for many years, and I'm sure, you know, he's seen him. He's been with them through the ups and the downs. If Nick's here, Nick, where you at? There you. Oh, I couldn't see you. We're blind over here. He says, I'm prieto, pero. Nick, you want to come up real quick? Don't trip on the wires, bro. Don't trip on the wires. There you go. I'll make some noise for my buddy Nick right here.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure for me being here tonight, man. Thank you, Bumper.
No, Nick. And you know what, brother? To you as well. When I met you, you never once like, hey, pues quién es este vato? No. You knew who I was. You talked to me. You introduced me to Ricardo, and it was just a very warm introduction, right?
Sure.
And any time that I've been around you, you've always treated me like that, and I really appreciate that, because sometimes in this industry you don't get people like that. There's some people que se creen, that's the truth, se creen, you know, acá, but you guys have always been down to earth with me, and thank you for allowing this and making this happen.
Sure,
brother.
man. Man, make it. This guy right here is the one that made it happen. Actually, right here, this guy's awesome, wonderful. Kind of went out there and shook Ricardo and said, "Ven pa acá. Come on, let's do what you really do." I've been behind him for many, many years. I've known Ricardo for 40 years, at least 40 years, okay? Been on the road with him for about 20, 22 years or so. I'll tell you what, it's been a tough road for this band, okay? This band in particular. But luckily, these guys here came to the rescue, man. They came to the rescue. I do what I do on my end over here. They do what they do musically. And the rest, we're going to be going down this badass road, brother. I want you to know right now. Because it's been, like you said, not everybody gives you that, hey, how you doing? And who, you know, no, this industry is, you know what it is.
Yes.
We know what it is. But in our minds, in our heads, right here today, we're changing it, okay? We're all one team here. Every single one of us here. So let's make that happen, man.
I appreciate it.
Let's make it happen. And like I said, I've been with this guy for many, many years, through the ups, through the downs, and everything in between. And it's a very, very hard road, man. But
no, for sure,
we're here to go forward.
That's it, man. That's what I'm talking about. Gracias, Nick.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Hey, Fabian. Thank you, bro. Ross.
¿Va a cantar una o qué?
No puedo ahorita. No puedo.
Well, you know, Ricardo, for the people watching, you know, I'm a military guy.
So you get up early.
Not as lean, as we like to say. The T-shirt says, "Not as lean, not as mean, but still a U.S. Marine." Right? Not as lean, not as mean, but still a U.S. Marine. And shout out to all the veterans, all the active duty guys that are watching wherever you're watching from all over the world. And I've said this many times. Bear with me because we're going to talk about it again. In the military, man, especially in the last 30 years, you know, 25 of them, or like 22 of them, 23 of them, we're at war. A lot of young people, a lot of veterans now, they go through a lot of mental stuff, right? Ups and downs in life and transitioning out of the military, all kinds of things. But where I'm going with this, Ricardo, is that while we're in, this goes for all of you, the music is what carries us. I don't care where you're at in the world. You can be in the most remote place. I promise you, and I'm speaking of Marines, right? But your soldiers, airmen, sailors, they will always find a way to listen to music. Always. Where there's a way to listen to music, they will always find a way to listen to music. En Tejano Music, Ricardo Castillón y La Diferencia Music is our home.
Thank you. Yes. Es como que fuera este mundo sin guitarras, ¿verdad? O sin música.
See, right? I'm building it up. See, he stole it from me. He stole it from me. But where I'm going with that is I want to lead to that song. But, you know, when we hear that music, it just reminds us, one, that the world's still spinning. We might not, where we're at, it might not be spinning right? But we know the world's still spinning, and on the other side of the world, we have our wives and our families and our kids and our parents. We got everybody, and they all want us to come home safely. But no matter what day you have in the military, and this doesn't have to be war or combat or anything like that. I mean, you could just had a long day on ship, and you go back to that little, we call them racks, right? You go back to that little rack. I don't know if you ever seen on a Navy ship, but they sleep in coffin racks, right? It's literally, you just got enough to slip in. You can't even sit up. But they go back and they put these headphones on, Ricardo. Or they go back to the dirt in Afghanistan, in Iraq, in all kinds of ugly places in the world. Or they go back to their room in Okinawa. Or maybe they're stationed in California, but they're from Texas and they're away from their parents and everything they know and they love. They go back to their rooms and they put on their music, either in their headphones or they play it on their speakers. And that music always returns them back to where they come from. Always. It always has done that for me, and I'm sure I share that with many other veterans. The music always reminds us of home. Yes. And that song, Este Mundo Sin Guitarras, brother. Like, that song right there, if you just listen to it, what would this world be without music?
Es como decir que fuera este mundo sin mujeres. There'd be a lot of stress, I'll tell you that.
Hey, we can't live without, or how's it go? We can't live with them and we can't live without them.
There right? You go.
That's it. But no, I really want to dedicate this next song, to all our veterans, right? And not only our veterans, but to maybe somebody who's going through something and the music always finds a way to touch you. That's what the song's about right here. Ricardo Castillón y La Diferencia.
Thank you, Bumper.
Can I say,
yeah, before you start. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dedicar esta canción a mi hijo, Albino Calderón, que apenas salió del Army.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for your service, my son. I love you so much, and I'm glad you made it home safe.
Yes, sir.
Y que fuera y de este mundo sin guitarra, sin alguien que tocara las canciones y del amor. Quisiéramos sin bajos y acordeones y acompañar corazones en sus penas y dolor. Que fuera de este mundo sin guitarras, sin bellas melodías que nos llenan de pasión. Quisiéramos sin músicos alegres que al cantar sus canciones nos llenan de emoción. Que toquen los mariachis otra canción de amor, que se oigan las guitarras, violines y el guitarrón, que suenen las trompetas, que este baile va a empezar, que me llevan canciones para poder cantar. Come on, Javi, ese papá. Fuera de este mundo sin guitarras, sin bellas melodías que nos hieran de pasión. Quisiéramos sin músicos alegres que al cantar sus canciones nos hieran de emoción. Que toquen los mariachis otra canción de amor, que se oigan las guitarras, violines y el guitarrón, que suenen las trompetas, este baile va a empezar, que me lleven canciones poder cantar. One more time, honey. Come on, papá. Que fuera de este mundo sin guitarras, sin bellas melodías que nos llenan de pasión. Quisiéramos mil músicos alegres que al cantar sus canciones nos llenan de emoción. Que toquen los mariachis otra canción de amor, que se oigan las guitarras, violines y el guitarrón, que suenen las trompetas, que este baile va a empezar, que me lleven canciones para poder cantar. Que toquen los mariachis otra canción de amor, que se oigan las guitarras, violines y el guitarrón, que suenen las trompetas, que este baile va a empezar, que me lleven canciones para poder cantar. Que fuera de este mundo sin guitarra, ¡eso! Que fuera este mundo sin mujeres, fuera un mundo muy triste.
Somebody in the crowd said, that boy good. He real good, man. Wow, Ricardo. You know, it's an honor, brother, to be able to hear that song right here on our platform. A song that's just hit me for years and years and years. But to hear it live, you know, and to be next to Ricardo Castillon. You know, when I got my tío, un shout out to my tío Juan Cano in Beeville, Texas. If you guys stop in Beeville, make sure you stop at the Subway. The one in the Walmart, the one on 59, the one on 181, and in Mathis, if you stop at the gas station Subway, if you go to the Subway in Rockport, he does. Un saludo to my aunt and my aunt and my uncle Juan and Robin Cano.
Está un perro y un gato ahí en la esquina, y de ahí de esa esquina está un donkey.
For sure. Un saludo to my uncle Juan Cano. But he texted me, he's like, man, dude, his voice hasn't changed. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what I wanted you to get from tonight. That Ricardo Castillon is back. Maybe it took a little shaking from Fabian. And for you guys to piece this amazing band together, it's awesome, brother. It's awesome, dude. And, you know, you guys got a little taste of it tonight, and he's got a lot of dates coming. He's got a bunch of dates in San Antonio this year. Speaking to your manager, something that hasn't happened in many, many years. You got a lot of dates in San Antonio, yes. Right? So that's super awesome. You know, speaking of dates, we got Eddie. Can we show the two big festivals we got coming up? Of course, we got ours, Tejano Weekend, coming up next weekend, March 14th and 15th. Make sure you guys go to Event Mania and get your tickets for that. But we're also part, you know, me and Eddie, we try to support everybody and everything going on. One of the biggest, or the biggest Tejano festivals in America. When I say Tejano, like it's literally almost 100% Tejano. Salazar Promotion promotes Memorial Weekend Bash, right? Memorial Weekend in Victoria, Texas, May 23rd to May 25th. Me and Eddie, the whole Wacky Wednesday crew, will be out there all weekend showing love to all these great artists. So make sure you guys get your tickets now, man. You can get your tickets now with Salazar Promotions. Memorial Weekend Bash will be out there May 23rd through May 25th, right? And maybe you're north of Houston and you want to do something up in the Pasadena area. Well, the Pride of Pasadena is having their own festival. Our good friend, Mr. Jim Luna and Quarter Moon Productions, they're going to be celebrating 40 years of La Fiebre. The Fiebre Fest, Grupo La Fiebre, are going to be there. Friday and Saturday, May 23rd and May 24th. Make sure you get your tickets, right? Get your tickets for that if you're going to be up in the Houston area and want something to do that weekend as well. Lucky Joe, the Iconics, Ram Herrera, Roel Martinez, and of course La Fiebre. It's going to be a great deal. Make sure you guys get your tickets. What else do we got, Eddie? We got one coming up. We got a local one here in San Antonio, creo. Right, next weekend. The Social Spot, right? Make sure you guys check out the Social Spot. Another place that's been giving love to some Tejanos here recently. So this is their next Sunday, I believe. Next Sunday, Vinny Tovar, Ledez, and of course, Big Energy and David Farias y Tropa F as well. Next Sunday, right? You guys go out and check it out. Doors open at 12, and they're going to jam all the way to 2 o'clock in the morning, brother, on Broadway Street. You'll be there. Well, we come to the part of the show where, I kind of shut up. I know it's hard for me to do. My wife's inside, that's why I didn't hear no comment. But we come to the part of the show where I really like for the artists or, the musicians. You guys got family that follow you, that follow you in everything you do, right? If you want to give any thank yous, any saludos, any shout outs, if you need a mic, let me know. I'll hand you the mic. But we're going to start over here with my guy, one of the quietest guys in the band, but plays a hell of a keyboard, Mr. Ross right here.
Thank you. Of course, I'd like to say thank you to my wife, my lovely wife Eve, my boys. I got my son, the Kettle Corn King. He's in Cotula this weekend. I got all these guys hooked on kettle corn, so it's like crack today. But of course, I got family in Colorado. My mom, my sisters out there. Just love them all. So thank you.
You were right, Ricardo. He's a quiet guy. He's a quiet guy. Come on, hey, dude, don't let me. The bass player's the coolest guy.
All right. I guess a shout out. My wife and my daughter are here. Actually, Michigan. I guess my family out in Michigan. All Midwest.
Okay, good. That's him. Yeah, that's him. To the point. All right.
You're a drummer.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my fiance who's here right now, Janice Garcia, for letting me play. No, for really supporting me because all the musicians that are here, Richard Sines from Texas Latino, drummer, Danny from David Lee. They know how it is to be on the road when there's family events and whatnot. But we have 3 kids, so it's very tough to be on the road sometimes. And I'll tell you what, Janice, my fiance, she's a big supporter, man. So I get home 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's no questions asked. She's like, get some rest, whatever you need help with, I'm here. But it's amazing. My mom, my sisters, my dad, my family, my mother-in-law. I mean, my kids. So it's amazing. We're blessed. So. It's amazing. I love you, baby.
Ese es un hombre right there.
Nice. Well, Ricardo has his own mic.
I got my own mic, dude.
All right, buddy.
I paid my dues already. But you know what, Bumper? Before, quiero primeramente darle las gracias a Dios por estar aquí en tu programa. And I want to thank you, carnal, por lo que haces por la onda, sí. See, I'm pretty sure ya te han dicho, pero si no, from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom de Ricardo y la diferencia, thank you por lo que haces por la onda, dude. Okay?
Yes.
Y gracias, I don't know, todos los otros podcasts that I know that sintonizan and you also support them, gracias por todo lo que hacen por la onda, carnal. We need them, and we need more, carnal. And we need to unite. Quiero darle las gracias a mi esposa, Micaela Calderón, que les manda un saludo cordialmente para ti, para Wishe, para toda tu familia, y bendiciones. Gracias, Ricardo, por invitarme. Okay.
Tocayo,
Thank you.
Somos
Gracias,
del mismo
Tocayito.
barrio.
Del barrio.
Yeah.
2 chavalos, vato, que salieron del Winter Garden area. Yo de Crystal City, La Pryor, Texas, 12 miles away.
Yeah.
Okay. After, mira como me traen vestido, Bumper. Pero sabes que le voy a dar. I'm gonna do my part. Thank you for doing your part. Y raza, I support us cuando estemos, no nomás a nosotros, a todos los de la onda tejana. Okay? Para todos los de la onda tejana. I love you. Que Dios me los bendiga y María Santísima me los guíe por un buen camino. I love you guys.
That's awesome, man.
You don't want me to talk. Oh, shoot. I was going to save my achievement for my own show.
Oh,
when Robert invites me.
You got a joke?
Too many. No, I just want to say a big shout out. First to my mom and dad. This week they celebrate 35 years of their wedding anniversary on Monday.
Yeah.
So just a big shout out to them as well and all that. All my family, all my friends out there and all that. And now just really excited to be part of this band, man. You know, like I told Ricardo when I joined the band about, 3 years ago? You know, my mom, like, she's a big fan of Ricardo. And I've been very blessed that I got to play in different organizations and well-known artists. But when I joined Ricardo, man, my mom was like, oh, my God, you Ricardo? You know, so she has all, like, the original CDs. And I'm not going to lie to you. I think I told you about this, too, that I have a video when I was a kid dancing Antonetta and all that, when I was doing a little dance and all that. And, like, the ones they do at the quinces and all that. Yeah, man. So, no, I'm just really happy to be here, man, and happy to be part of the CD, you know, and all that. And it's just a lot of great things coming, man, and I'm really just happy. You know, thank you, Bumper. Thank you for having us here and all that. And it's just really cool, man, to be here. You know, I'm always watching the show and all that. And back when you used to have the Frito Pie Fridays and all that. Hell, we got to bring that back.
That's old school, baby. That's old school.
You got to bring that back, man.
Frito Pie Friday.
I know it's Lent right now, but, you know, after Lent, you know.
You're right.
But not just all my family, friends, and all. Just a big shout out on St. Louis and all that, and just good stuff coming for sure.
I'm talking about. Well, we say Fabian, chinga, Fabian, I forgot you, bro.
Am I allowed to say thanks? You know, for all the people don't know, I love cats. Am I allowed to say thank you to my kitties? My baby Simon.
You can do what you want, homie.
My baby Simon. This is for you, baby Simon. No. Like to give thanks to, everybody here, God, for aligning us, for aligning me with Ricardo, Rolando, putting us all together. It was kind of crazy how we all came together. It was like it was meant to be. You know, and it's always like that. We're always where we're supposed to be in life. God always has a way of putting us where we need to be. So I'm grateful to be here. Want to give thanks to my family. My mom, she just lost her sister, was a big fan of yours. My aunt, she's my godmother, rest in peace. May she rest in peace. Jody, back home. Fighting pneumonia. I hope you overcome, and thank you for always supporting me. My mom, my dad, the kiddies again, everybody. Just grateful to be alive. Grateful to be here in presence of everybody. Amongst a great team. So I love you guys.
Yes, sir.
Rolando, love you, brother.
And thank you, Fabian, for making this the machine.
Yes.
The way it's going. Thank you, Fabian.
So what do you think? You want to sing a song with me, man?
I can't. There's a lady by the name of Fela Salinas.
Yes.
Right. And she lives in Milwaukee. And she always tells me, Bumper, I love watching your lives, but please don't sing. So she calls me El Cantante. Saludos to all my people in Milwaukee, all our Mexican fiesta family. Before we go into the last song, because it's Wacky Wednesday and we can do things like this.
That's right.
Right? We got a little teaser. Right?
I was going to say something. I forgot my brother. We're going to go fishing on Friday or Saturday. I just wanted to add that.
So we got a little.
Take Nick with you, man. He loves to fish.
We got a little video teaser of the album. That's right. Right? We do. Eddie, can we bring that up? The video teaser?
Te voy a rogar porque a la fuerza nada es bueno. Sigue tu camino y yo seguiré el mío, aunque me duela decirlo. Porque preciosa eres tan bella baila, bailale, baila morena. Mueve tu cintura, mueve tus caderas. Bailale que baila, bailale, baila. Cuando te fuiste yo sentí morir. Sentí un vacío muy dentro de mí. Tantas noches cuenta de verdad y que me quería. Ay, qué sueño tan hermoso y tan profundo. No quisiera de este sueño despertar, porque tú eres todo lo que necesitaba. De noche y día para darte todo lo que tú anhelabas. Ciegamente te entregué yo el corazón, porque fuiste conmigo tú tan mala. Te arrepentirás. Qué tropieza, qué incertidumbre. Es vivir con la esperanza, por amor o por costumbre. Hacer si tú no estás, si después de ti no hay nada, ni sol ni madrugada. Ricardo Castellón y la diferencia.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, March 22nd at Legends, we're going to be celebrating your birthday, Vato.
Oh, that's right. Everybody's invited.
That's it off.
Happy birthday to me. We're going to party at Legends.
Hell yeah. New Braunfels, Texas, Legends Dance Hall, March 22nd. You guys get ready. We're going to go out there and party with Ricardo. Ricardo, we cut you off and we're going to give you the microphone. And any saludos, any thank yous you want to do?
Pues yo nomás les quiero dar las muy sinceras gracias. Primeramente, Bumper, thank you so much. Thank you to Laura and Eddie for their hospitality. G-Man, running sound. Thank you so much, brother. We appreciate you. Y pues aquí estamos. Todo lo que hacemos nosotros lo hacemos con mucho amor y con mucho cariño para todo el público. Y esperemos de que cuando salga este álbum que nos apoyen, porque we're here for them. We're here for nuestra raza, and we want to represent our Tejanos and our raza and take it beyond, man. I mean, we've been getting calls from Monterrey, from San Luis Potosí and all that already. They want us out there. So they're hearing the stuff we're doing.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Spreading that Tejano love all over the United States and Mexico, man.
Yes.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's come to that time of the show where we say goodnight. I know I just told the producer that I was going to talk after the song, but I'm not. I'm going to tell you my goodnights tonight. Ricardo, the band, I want to tell you guys thank you from the bottom of my heart. On behalf of myself and Eddie, for you guys coming on a Thursday night from all over Texas. Right, not just San Antonio and New Braunfels. Like these guys travel. I know Ricardo comes from far away. Anybody else come from real far away? Cedar Creek. Pleasant. No, that's a Pleasant. Right. But anyways, you made your way down here, and to everybody who watched, right? I'll leave you with this, man. Show this music to your children.
Yes.
Sit them down. Yeah. Let them enjoy Tejano music, because that's how we're going to continue to grow. And our cultura is gonna just get better and better, man. And to everybody out there, like Ricardo said, Nick said earlier, let's start working together, man. Let's start working together and make this genre and this our cultura just better, right? Because we deserve that. You guys deserve that, you know. So everybody who joined us tonight, thank you guys so much. For everybody who was watching from all over the United States, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. You know, all the hard work that Eddie does behind the scenes and putting on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, it's not going unnoticed, right? We've gotten it's awesome. If this is your first time watching the show, we do this every single Wednesday. And we got some stuff in store next week for you guys. So you guys make sure you follow us on social media. We're going to let you know who's going to be on the show. Might be some surprises. You never know. But Ricardo,
Gracias, Bumper.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, carnal.
I really, really appreciate you, brother.
We'll be back, brother. We'll be back.
And I hope to build this friendship even more than what it is today. We look forward to working with you guys and helping you guys in any way we can.
Thank you, brother.
All right, because
Appreciate
me and Eddie, we love Tejano music, and we're going to continue to press on, man.
That's right.
All right. So to everybody watching, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. We're going to leave you with the brand new single, right? Brand new single, Preciosa. You heard him talk about it earlier in the interview. We're going to leave you with Preciosa right here with Ricardo Castillon y La Diferencia. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening. Be safe. We'll see you guys soon.
Preciosa, eres bella y linda como flor de primavera. Preciosa, con esa sonrisa me hace sentir mariposa. Preciosa, eres tú brillante como el sol por mi ventana. Preciosa, la estrella que ilumina mi alma y no me falta nada. Preciosa, eres tan bella como el cielo celestial, como las estrellas que alumbran el vasto mar. Preciosa, incomparable, así eres tú tan especial. En tus ojos yo puedo ver lo lindo de tu mirar. Preciosa es tu sonrisa, tu mirada angelical, la ternura de tus ojos que me dan felicidad. Preciosa, irresistible, como tú no hay otra igual. Yo siempre te voy a amar por toda una eternidad. Y preciosa, ay amor, hombre. This goes out to all the beautiful ladies all around the world. Preciosa, eres tan bella como el cielo celestial, como las estrellas que alumbran el vasto mar. Preciosa, incomparable, así eres tú tan especial. En tus ojos yo puedo ver lo lindo de tu mirar. Preciosa es tu sonrisa y tu mirada angelical, la ternura de tus besos que me dan felicidad. Preciosa, irresistible, como tú no hay otra igual. Siempre te voy a amar por toda una eternidad. Preciosa, tan linda y hermosa. Preciosa, como las flores del jardín. Preciosa, bella como una rosa. Preciosa, este amor no tiene fin.
Ricardo Castillon y La Diferencia.
Wow.
Yo pensaba que me ibas a dar un beso. Dije, hey, yo pensaba que me iba a dar un beso y ya estaba así. Yo
Otra. I need, hey, we need to see comments, Eddie. The comments say otra. If they say otra, we got one more. Oh, of course. The lady of the house. Wow.
The single. Let's promote the single.
Let me see, a ver. Let me see. I can't see, Danny.
Vámonos. Here we go.
Here, we're going to do one more for you guys. Because we love you.
Come
más reciente, Ricardo Castillo, su grupo La Diferencia, que tropieza. Nada gano con llorarte si tú ya estás decidida. Yo no puedo retenerte si tú estás convencida que tienes otro amor y ocupa mi lugar y que de mi dolor te importa. Que tengo que olvidar lo mucho que te amé y no volver a pronunciar tu nombre. Que no piensa, qué hipocresía. Tú a mi lado presumías, pretendías que me querías, y yo tonto que te creía. Qué incertidumbre es vivir con la esperanza, por amor o por costumbre. Y ven y calma mi tristeza. ¡Ay, amor! Nada gano con llorarte si tú ya estás decidida. Yo no puedo retenerte si tú estás convencida que tienes otro amor y ocupa mi lugar y que de mi dolor te importa. Que tengo que olvidar lo mucho que te amé y no volver a pronunciar tu nombre. Que tropieza, qué hipocresía. Tú a mi lado presumías, pretendías que me querías y yo tonto que te creía. Qué incertidumbre es vivir con la esperanza, por amor o por costumbre. Que tropieza. We love you guys, we love you. Ricardo Castillo, La Diferencia.
Hola, yo soy Luis. Soy Joey. Y somos el grupo Loca Pasión. And keep watching Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.